Had six or seven races we went to this year. We got 1 or 2 rides.
We are back in the enclosed trailer. Yay! Got my truck back. Batteries were dead this morning though when we got to the hotel and went to leave the hotel, and it was dead as a doornail, so that sucked. But we got a jump from another person that was staying there, so that was great to get us here today. But where are we today? So this weekend we were planning on going down to the DeSoto Street Dragz near Mansfield, Louisiana to support Trailer Park Mafia's race. Had a 15,000 guaranteed to win race there. 28-10-5 on the street that's got barricades shut off. So we were already set up for something like that. Well, we got a hurricane coming. Doesn't look to be really bad, just looks like maybe some rain. It's not like the last couple that came through the country. That pushed us to pick a different spot. So we were going to go to Cottonwood, Alabama, which was 8,000 on top of buy-ins, which it was going to be a good payday. But my friend Clint Nichols sent me the flyer to the Kent Rose Foundation Arm Drop Revival, and this is a drive to help out kids, and they're giving back to the community, and you know, it's a great reason to come out and race. So we are here at the Kent Rose Foundation one to do in Kentucky. So we are in like Paintersville, Kentucky, close to Prestontown,
The ball joint, you can get like
but we are here.
Like 6 or 7 inches of travel. Like that's quite a bit.
Love it. It's very America. We got
okay.
awesome signs up. We got the banners flying. We got the flags flying. This place is pretty cool. So this is Combs Airport, and we're going to be racing on asphalt. Asphalt looks like that. So it's very coarse. It's very nasty. So we're putting the car in 4x4 mode right now. We got lots of weight on the rear. So the last time we ran back for asphalt type racing was not that long ago. We lost to an all-wheel drive F-150 in first round. We lost by, you know, about a foot or so. And there's a lot of things I could have done to make up a foot. And unfortunately, I didn't have that ability at that point. So this time we left nothing at home because we had the big trailer. So we were able to bring it down nice and heavy, lots of weight, lots of rear percentage, front end sky high in the air. Not that sky high. I know where your brain's going. We're not doing it. There's no big wing on the back. We're not taking flight. Not gonna happen. So we do not plan on running the front nose because it does act like a parachute when we have the front end jacked up this high, and you know, if it tries to arc back. But we tried a couple different things out this time. We're trying a different 4-link. We're trying a higher rear ride height so that we get more air on the back of the car quicker. And then, hopefully that all kind of adds into some, you know, winning passes. So this is a, we are double entered. I'm trying to find my paperwork here. I don't know where I put it yet. But they got like 6 or 7 classes, and we're doing small tire first, and then they got 2 classes, and then we're gonna do run what you brung. So we're gonna put on the 29.5 11.5Ws for run what you brung, or we'll put on a 28 10.5W, because we bought these for Cottonwood because they allow W's when you get down that far south and east. And yeah, no, we can't run them. So I don't know when we're gonna be able to use them. So we are probably gonna put the 29.5 on for the run what you brung. We might put the W on. I don't know yet. We're gonna see. But we are double entered. Motor's looking rock solid. We just checked lash. Nothing moved again. So everything's holding nice and tight. It's great. So I'm feeling froggy to try double entering, and that's what we're gonna do. So they're paying $15,000 to win for small tire, and then $5,000 to win on run what you brung. So I figure if we get knocked out of small tire, better have a contingency plan. So that's what we're gonna do. We are pretty well set up. We're gonna go up to the driver's meeting. I think we're car number 53 in small. So we got at least 50 cars in small tire, I'm guessing. and 37 Roman Brun. So, or I'm car number 37. So we may have like 40 plus in Roman Brun. So I'm interested to see when we do the driver's meeting what the car count is. But this could be a big, big, big long day. There is a heavy chance of rain. It starts coming in around 1:32 in the morning. We're gonna get racing pretty early today. So hopefully we can go through the rounds pretty quickly, and you know, hopefully we get the race finished. That's my hope. So, all right, we're gonna get wrapped up and get rolling. Well, the left lane has got a little bit of rubber base to it, so that right there is going to help out a lot. This is little 18 inches worth of rubber pack right there. All right. We may be lowering the front end back down after first round. It might be a little bit of a wild ride.
I got a full battery. I'm looking for a grudge race.
Oh boy. I see you going at that black tent. What's it? There you go. recap. I was signing shirts and selling shirts and kind of was late to our call, but we made it. And we made it up there before Kevin Fields, Hillbilly Hustler, made it up there, so he had to follow us up there. Boy, didn't have my crap together on that one. So when we first went Pro Charger, we ran a back of the track race in Ozark Raceway last fall around this time. So I copied most of that data over. Well, I messed up and copied over like how we trigger our shifter and how we trigger the traction control, stuff like that. So I didn't have either one. So as you saw in the video, or you may not, it depends on how much my shifter you could see, but we had to slap the shifter, and I thought I put it in third gear, so I just floored it and wailed on it. Also forgot my earplugs. So I got 8,800 RPMs of goodness right in the eardomes. Whew. So we were like 2-3 cars behind, I believe, and old girl started finally getting with the program, and the horsepower came in, and you know, we had a lot of RPM to it, so we had a lot of power. And it zipped around on the big end. So it looks like we got Kevin by about half a car. So I really thought I was screwed. So we left, and we were back there pedaling. I think I pedaled it 3 or 4 times, and it's just like sending out SOS signals of white smoke every time I was touching the throttle. And it finally felt like it was somewhat going forward, so just upshifted and floored it, relied on the power, and the power carried me through. So not nearly as good of a first round pass as I was hoping for at all, but we're trying stuff, you know. Normally we're like really low tire pressure, which also we have to drive down about a quarter mile of really fine gravel dust, so the whole car is like turning white really fast. Pretty gross. But we tried a little more weight than we normally run in the back, and we tried different bar angles, and we tried more tire pressure. So normally we run like 9 on something like this, and that time we ran 16. Yeah, we ran 16. So then it probably went up about half a pound every time it went poof poof on the tire smoke. So I don't think I liked that much tire pressure. So we're gonna take that pressure out, probably put these back down around 11 or 12 again, and then we got the W's on. So, and as you can tell, that tire's pretty squished. That tire's nice and squished. When we ran that tire at Hartshorn, we ran like what, 10.5 pounds, 11 pounds in it? We had a lot of air in it to make it happy.
I had to take the air out of it to put them on the rack.
So we had a lot of air on them, and now we
They're squishy.
how much air are we having now?
9.
9.
They're squishy.
But 9.
They're not
German
squishy.
for fast.
They're not squishy off the car. They're just squishy on the car.
Squishy on the car. All right, so we're against Andrew Shepard on this one. He's got this RX-7, and it's patinaed out, very rusty looking, and it's got a big tuner wing on it. It's got turbos like in the back window area. This thing lives and dies on this kind of surface. So we're gonna see what we can do with him. Luckily it's Rowan Brung, and we got a little extra insurance on the car, a little bit bigger tires. So that should significantly help our chances out. And hopefully I fixed a lot of my mess ups that I had in the last round. So this should prove to be a much better pass for me. And my battery's a little low on this, so I'm gonna go change it out. Well, some wheelies. They did a wheelie to the finish line too. So we're out of big tire. I don't think I got that one. So unless he jumped. But well, that was kind of cool. It was very floaty. Very, very floaty. Oh well. Well, that wheelie could have gone worse. We got a little crossed up coming down, and nothing got hurt. Everything's good. The rear GoPro got flipped up. That's about all that happened. So we're good. We're good. We're good. It did pull the wheels back up on the big end, but I mean, that's a lot more tire. That's a 29.5 11.5W. It's a big tire. And I just don't think we're gonna have the traction there with the 28s. So I'm not too worried about wheeling in 28s when we go back up there shortly. So we're gonna run pretty much everything the same. But the good news is all the stuff that was supposed to work did work, and the car just pretty much dead hooked and took off. Now, if we would have had the overpowering in it from the first round, we probably wouldn't have wheelied. It probably would have spun, and then I would have been able to kind of pedal it or feather it and make it through like I did the first round on the big tire. I probably would have wheelied at the finish line on the big tire. So luckily we're done on the big tire. We don't have to worry about that. The small tire, I'm hoping we have good luck with it. So I have a feeling we're not too far off the pace. So I think our first round pass was probably 4 or 5 tenths off of the leader. And that's okay. I'm good with that. So we did some timing on cars before we came out here, and one of the cars that we're obviously most concerned about, which is going to be Patches, calling you out, buddy, on it. So he went pretty close to what we figured the surface max would hold. He'll probably find 1.5 tenths in it, and I feel like we're in good shape. So hopefully this next pass, hopefully we don't get Patches on this next one, or Bradshaw. Hopefully we get a good draw, and we can get a little bit more information. So that's my hope. So far everything's kind of working the way I hoped it would. I know it looks like we're all over the place and we don't really have any kind of real good plan right now, but I'm pretty optimistic that we're heading in the right direction. So hoping for an easy draw. If we get a tough draw, we'll get a tough draw, and we're just gonna make the best of it. So I'm gonna drink my tea and sign some more shirts, and then we're gonna get a break. They're gonna run the rest of the classes out for first round, and they are going to run a big wheels race, and then we'll be back up there for small tire. So I think so far we're pretty well on schedule. If you notice the haze in our videos so far, I guess there's over 500 acres on fire, and it all kind of collects down this valley. So I was kind of coughing my lungs up earlier. So I got allergy problems. I don't deal well with lower air quality. So, but we're surviving. We are surviving. Woo! All right, we're gonna get ready for round 2 of small tire. We got the 28-10.5s on the car. I got a tune-up in the car. See how it goes. I feel like that was close on the arm drop. I'm really hoping it's not a jump. Finally got to make a pass on the floor. Not real fast, but still a pass. So either way, we got work to do. So I guess let me ask the group. So we'll see if I screwed the pooch today or not. Huh?
Bumper.
What bumper? It's not got the bumper.
I thought Bubba said he came back to the bumper.
No, the bumper's still there.
Bubba said Eric came back on the bumper.
He came back on the rocker panel. Rocker panel fell off.
Right?
Kinda. All right, so
The bunker's through, walking around the bend, he'll come out straight through the opening over here. Charles
lost our rocker panel.
waste patiently.
I guess it came off in the shutdown. So Eric was able to recover it.
Definitely tough on us.
Eric, let's just jack up the back, do a jack stand at the back bumper, and then we'll drop it down and move it forward. So we're going to change the 4-link. So last run, no issues there. Just it's just not getting any traction early. And I was trying something with the 4-link, and it's just it's not doing what it should. So we're going to make an adjustment and kind of go back to what we know and see if that that makes the money what we need to have it. So
Take some duct tape and wrap it around the front wheel.
okay, next pairings are in. We are second to last pair, left lane, which I feel is the better lane. We have West Snow. West Snow is a centrifugally supercharged, I thought it was a Vortec, small block Chevy, and he's tough. He's going to be tough. He has won several of the back of the track asphalt type races this year so far with this new combination, and he's really going to test our mettle on this one. So I feel that we are about 3.5 tenths off from the leader right now. That's a big gap to make up. So we're making some changes. So we increased the anti-squat quite a bit because we're only getting about a 1/4 inch separation in the rear of the car. Normally on this surface, the name of the game is tire squish into the surface. So we're going to increase tire pressure 1 pound because in the last run it looked like it wadded the tire up, and as soon as it hit peak wad, it snapped and then it just started spinning. So we're going to increase a little bit of tire pressure on that, especially since we're going to increase anti-squat to put more pressure on the tire. We're going to go from a 1/4 inch of separation to rear to hopefully about 2.5, 3 inches of separation, and hopefully that'll get us what we need to get through the 60 foot. So our 60 foots right now are terrible. So it's like a 167 60 foot was our best 60 foot so far. Well, I'm sorry, the wheelie one was way better, obviously, because it didn't spin. So hopefully this gets us some of the 60 foot back. I really wanted to be able to go a like 152, 154, 60 foot here. And if we can do that, that'll turn the whole pass around and make it really move. So we're gonna do that. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna bring first gear. I'm gonna have it last longer. I'm gonna bring the lockup converter way sooner, because once the lockup's on, it prevents the car from, when we pull timing, from bogging down too much and then coming back. So that way it doesn't oscillate the tire, which is really not doing a bad job of it now, but it may try, now that we have anti-squat in it, it may try to kind of oscillate. So we're gonna move the lockup in way sooner. and then we're moving the shift points out, and then I'm gonna give it, instead of like 7,200 RPM in second gear, I'm gonna give it 8,000 RPM in second gear. So that's gonna help bring up our horsepower from the 330 to the 500 foot mark. That's gonna bring it up significantly, because I've got enough control out there that we can handle some more wheel speed. So we're going to hopefully hook it pretty well early, and then once we get out to the back half, we're gonna let the wheel speed kind of run away and let it motivate, do its thing. So that's my plan. Hopefully it works. So I will say I'm feeling pretty outgunned. We have a lot of weight in the back of the car, so I went way overboard on that just to try something different, because that's something that we've wanted to try, and it usually takes so much work to put all in there. I mean, it took 6 hours of prep time to get all that in there. So we're gonna give it an honest shot to see if this is what's gonna take to make the big block combo work, and if not on this type of surface, then we'll try something else. So, and I may be past that point of gain with the weight, because I mean, we got a lot in there. But we're kind of to the point where it's too late now in the rounds to strip out of, 150, 200 pounds. So we need to kind of just rock with what we got, and hopefully it's enough. Huh. Not feeling real confident on this one. So I'm gonna do what I can to help cut that finger down for the arm drop. And yeah, see if we can get this one. So it's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. So really don't know what else I could do. we got tons of crank center line in it. We got no nose weight, obviously. I'm running the CO7 tire. Kind of got mixed feelings on the DO5, but with the absolute lack of traction early here, maybe the DO5 would have been the right choice. So I left them at home. I got a set. They're in the shop. Now would be the time to use them, because we'd be able to use them and we wouldn't get past the run count on them, so they'd have plenty of life to get through the rest of this event, since we're 2 rounds in now. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't bring them. I didn't think they'd last through the whole event. So poor rocker panel. She got a little boogered. I'll have to call in my fiberglasser. Megan Mitchell, she'll have to get in here and fix that fiberglass up. Paige, you need to work, babe. Paige, you need to work. All right, well, I'm gonna go get seated and booted, and hopefully we'll get it. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a fight. I know that. I'm gonna give it a hell of a fight. Hell yeah! Shaved off half a second.
Huh?
Shaved off half a second.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah! Look at that.
Motherfucker.
Oh, one bar change did it.
Sexy motherfucker.
One bar change.
What do you know about that, buddy?
Woo!
Woo!
Oh man.
Went for a ride, didn't you? You just raced that Camaro.
All right, to say I'm ecstatic by that last pass is an understatement. I cannot fathom how well it's 60-footed. I can't believe it did all that while doing a power wheelie and spinning the tire at the same time. I mean, this is some like Fast and the Furious shit right there. So I'm pretty beside myself. I'm shocked. All right, we got Jared Bradshaw this round.
Zach Renner, left
Right
lane.
lane. Several people tell me they think the right lane is better lane. So let's go. Oh, sorry, I was talking to you. So we didn't change anything early. Left it all the same. I cannot believe the 60-foot cut.
Can we unhook?
Yeah, you can go for it. Yeah, I'm beside myself. If it repeats, which honestly, the log looks like it should never repeat what it did.
I need my stick
But if
shift
it
and
does-
hard tire finals to the lanes.
We're doing
Stick shift and hard tire
We'll see.
finals
We will
to the
see.
lanes.
I don't know if it's going to repeat that, but I mean, let's get past it. Maybe so much more confident. Well, it didn't repeat. It lost almost 2/10 in a 60-foot. So I may have burned out too far on that one and picked up dirt or something. But unfortunately, that's what I was worried about. I was worried it wouldn't repeat. So I still cut a great 60-foot, I think, for the surface, but it just wasn't enough to get it done. And obviously, Team Denver out here, that being Bradshaw, I mean, they are, I mean, this is their kind of surface. I mean, this is all they do. I mean, they do some faster stuff too, but it's their home turf as far as the surface goes. So I'm proud of how far it went. I mean, even that pass was faster than where it was with the last 4-link setting. So either way, I mean, we made an improvement. I mean, it sucks to go home with no money, especially I really figured we'd probably take run what you brung, but you know, stuffing that right out of the hole doesn't do me any favors. So it's all good. So I had a feeling that right lane was not as good as the left. A few people were thinking that it was flipped. I think that, I mean, I saw a rubber on the left lane earlier today. The way they've got us roped off pretty well from being able to get up there, we really can't see the lane much. So I got to kind of rely on Eric to give me kind of information on the lane. He didn't really think there was that much of a difference between the two, so we didn't change anything except for out back to put more power in it. And you could really tell when it got, you know, hooked up, lock up on everything else. I mean, it was moving, it was motivating. I felt like we were probably bringing some of that distance back, but the car was starting to make a move to the right pretty aggressively. And I mean, we were trying to come from behind, so I mean, no hero shit. So that's that though. That is a wrap for our Kentucky race. I'm proud of how well our changes did. They really showed some good promise. For reference, we slowed down 0.4 of a second on that one. Tough pill to swallow, but like I said, I mean, I was really concerned it was going to not repeat, because I mean that last pass, I mean there was some luck in that. I mean it did things out of a movie. It shouldn't have done what it did. So what it did right there is more what I would have expected it to do. So it's all good. We're gonna get loaded up. It's not real late, so they ran this race pretty good. It's 8 o'clock. So we've been at it for 7 hours. So we'll break down camp and maybe get out of here in time to go eat like some real food. I doubt it. It's a pretty small town. So I think I saw a Waffle House. Megan's gonna say only winners get Waffle House, but you know what? I think with a lot of what we accomplished tonight, I feel like we're a winner in a lot of ways. And it would have been nice to take this, but I think we've got something kind of figured out that, you know, this might be able to help make the big block work better and on this kind of surface, and maybe that will prove true when we go to run dig or die this year, you know, unless something changes last minute and I don't go. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm gonna go. I plan on it. I told Megan. She's not real thrilled about it, but you know, it's a lot of money. It's late in the year, and you know, I think that I can discipline myself not to do a big ass wheelie on a little bit bigger tire and big tire, or we can change weights, because we can dig or die is typically big tire Friday and then Saturday being small tire. So I think we can get a pretty good big tire combination figured out on it, and I think that we're on the cusp of making the small tire work even better for what we're doing, or for what this is. So all right, well, I'm gonna shut my ramble off, and I'm gonna help Eric get loaded up, and we're gonna bounce.